What it do, YouTube? TimGoinWin with another Marvel Rivals banger. And yeah, man, I'm not gonna lie. Marvel Rivals is really cooking. Marvel Rivals is really cooking. Marvel Rivals just came out with another developer blog, and I want to go over some of the things that this game is doing to be one of the best new releases in actually a couple years. Now, in the past, I've been critical of the Marvel Rival devs on some of the questionable decisions that they had about the mid-season patch of season 1, when they initially said that they were going to do a rank reset in the middle of the season, as well as change some of the rewards that they were giving out. Now, here's the thing. Like I said in that video, the pain point for me was that it seemed a little manufactured, and that they were trying to actually create a problem just to fix a problem, just to seem like they were the good devs. Now, fast forward to this developer diary. The thing about it is, these guys genuinely do care about this game. And this whole dev diary just proves that. Let's go over some of that. In general, this season alone, the first season of Marvel Rivals, released 4 new heroes: Mr. Fantastic, Invisible Woman, the Human Torch, and the Thing. Not to mention, season 0, they released a whole bunch of new characters that they added, but that kind of doesn't count. But in general, they are releasing characters at a crazy phenomenal rate. Also with this, they introduced in season 1 2 new maps for Eternal Night. I don't know, maybe I was just jaded before, coming from the Overwatch community and how that game handled content, but Marvel Rivals is really putting effort and energy into this game, and it's something that you can look forward to as a player and a consumer and actually believe in and get behind. And the thing about it is, it's not even glazing, because if the game was doing some ass shit, I'd tell you it was doing some ass shit, which there are some aspects that I don't like about the game, because no game is perfect and nothing is perfect. However, for the most part, Marvel Rivals is doing everything I would want inside a hero shooter and in this genre. That's how it became my main game. As I'm sure with a lot of you, they've done the same thing. Another thing that they did was address the triple support meta in a very subtle way. Because the thing about it is, it's not like we don't want different compositions to work. I don't want just a 2-2-2 meta all the time. And a lot of the times in high level play, 2-2-2 isn't even the most effective. However, triple support was really lame, because it made a lot of the actual mid fight not even matter, and just became an annoying ultimate battle of cycling the support's ultimates to stop the actual fighting in the game. Now, other games, it may have taken the whole season to address that, but Marvel Rivals is doing it right here, right now in the mid-season patch. Even announcing that going forward, not only will they have mid-season patches, they'll have emergency patches for balance if something does get out of whack, like this triple support meta. That's the mark of a good development team. That's the mark of a good development balance philosophy. Also, they touched on the competitive rewards. Now, the problem with competitive wars is that basically, even if you were a Grandmaster or above, there was really no way to indicate that with the crest that they were giving out. So you really had no clue how good somebody actually was. Now, they changed it to where the crests actually are more distinguishable, and you know if somebody's a Grandmaster, Celestial, One Above All, or Eternity. And the cool thing about that is, even with the start of season 1, they added a whole new rank, further diversifying people's actual skill level. Then, not to mention that even though they're doing a mid-season update and coming out with these changes, you'll still get the rewards a lot quicker than you were before, as well as even new rewards that are coming out. They could have easily did some backhand shit to make it whereas you wouldn't get those rewards, but they chose not to do that, and that's very commendable. And speaking of commendable, the chrono token system. They also announced that you can redeem your chrono tokens, because a lot of the time, if you're somebody like me who likes to play the game and get on and do your daily challenges, there was literally no reason to keep playing after you've already unlocked everything in the battle pass, because you wouldn't even get rewarded for it anyways, because those chrono tokens couldn't be used past that season. Now they made it where you can redeem the chrono tokens and turn them into units. And regardless of what kind of ratio that they have it at, that's a beautiful thing in a W, because now you can keep playing and feel like you're getting rewarded. Speaking of competitive, the esports and tournament scene is starting to heat up, and something else that they did was that they made it to whereas they extended the amount of people that could sign up for the tournament. Because season 0, it was about 1,500 people that could sign up, and then the start of this season, they said that it was 2,000 people to sign up. Now, they gave you until the start of the actual tournament to sign up. However, the interest level was so high that all 2,000 of those slots got filled up. The good news is that they expanded that. At this point in time recording, I don't know how big they expanded it to as far as adding teams. However, I'm happy that they did that because my team got in, but I have roster changes that I want to make. And now I'm able to actually add more people to the roster and join back into it, because had I left, we would have been out of the tournament. So that's a huge W for me personally, because I definitely wanted to compete in this tournament, but also have the best roster available. On top of that, they've been doing a lot of Marvel Rivals invitationals with actually, esports team and smaller teams, and it's gaining ground very, very, very quickly. So I like how they're doing it, whereas they have more of a professional scene and more of a semi-professional team, but still they're giving out rewards for that, and it makes me want to play the game. So let's talk about the balance. The balance that the devs have been doing has been a phenomenal job. Season 0, Hella Hawkeye was seen as oppressive. They addressed that. Now, season 1, triple support, it was oppressive. It was annoying. They're addressing that. And the way that they're addressing these problems is not like they're just, nerf everything. They're just doing slight tweaks to make sure that it's still powerful, but just not annoying and obnoxious. That's how you balance a game. Storm, at first people considered her a weak hero, and they buffed her. Cloak and Dagger, at first people considered that a weak hero, and they buffed them. And now these are some of the top win rates and top pick percentage heroes inside the game respectively. And that's what you want to do. You want to address the pain points without actually toning down the power of the actual characters that you want. Because for instance, in other games, you'll have a character that you love, yet they nerf them into the ground just because people don't like them, and now you can't even play your favorite hero, or you're at a hard disadvantage. Marvel Rivals isn't doing that. And as far as the triple support meta goes, they said it themselves, they don't want to slow up the game, and since triple support was doing that, they toned it down a little bit. Now the actual mid fight actually matters a lot more, and that's what we want. Kudos to them for that. Lastly, a really cool and innovative feature that I would have never expected but makes a huge impact is the hide your name feature. This hide your name feature is a crazy type of thing, man. So a lot of the times, especially in high ranks, people know who you are when you're going up against them, or they'll look at your player card and try to ban your hero. So with the hide the player name mechanic, they can't do that anymore, because at the beginning of the match, you'll have a random name enabled. So during the ban phase, you can't actually just, this is, TimGoinWin. He likes to play with Penny Parker and he's going to dominate. Let's go ahead and ban Penny Parker. That can't happen anymore, because I'll have a random name like player 8275 or whatever it may be, and now you can't just ban me just to ban me. So what do you guys think about the changes and the way that this game has been going? Do you like the changes? Do you think they're doing a little bit too much? Do you think they're not doing enough? I'm going to have a follow-up video to this with the actual patch notes, but hey man, I appreciate you guys. Make sure you keep liking, subscribing, and sharing these videos. It really does a lot for a small creator. Once again, TimGoinWin signing off.